Welcome to the Points Taken Podcast. My name is James Keeley. With me, as always, is Sammy Schaefer. How you doing, buddy?
Rocking the new swag.
It's only January 22nd, and your Christmas gift arrived.
About time. I got to ask, though.
Yeah.
Because you were handing these out. You got some for your kids as well. And
yeah.
I heard you say, well, wash these so you can wear them tomorrow. I don't wash my clothes when they're new. Am I supposed to?
You don't wash your clothes when they're old, Sam.
Well, my jeans, no. Well, my shirts, I do. But, like, new sweaters, do you wash them?
I wash everything.
Before you wear it? It's new, though.
It's new. It's so processed. Oh, my God. You're already starting. You're already starting. This is episode 43. He's already starting. This is our 95th episode overall, Sam.
Nice. I haven't learned yet.
You haven't learned a thing. Do you wash... Oh, I mean, your immunity must be unbelievable.
So does it gross you out that I buy sheets and don't wash those before I use them the first time?
What just happened?
When I buy new sheets, I just put them on the bed. I don't wash them.
You put them on the bed. You don't use fabric softener. You don't rinse the chemicals out.
No, I just go dry right into it.
Oh,
I've never had a problem. They're clean. They're new.
They're not clean after you put your hands on them. If you were like, you either need to go swimming in a sewer for like 20 minutes or sleep in your bed overnight, I don't know which one I'd choose. I might do the 20 minutes.
That's fair. I do some wild stuff in my bed, so that's fair.
All right, this is already getting off. It's dry January. I've had enough. Let's have a drink.
Are these game day drinks?
All right, Sammy, it's time for everybody's favorite drinking game. Are these game day drinks?
Mm-hmm.
What do we got today? We've been off the booze for a little while, but what do we got?
January, you're doing real good, and we're going to keep it going with Seedlip non-alcoholic spirit. I don't know why you can't see it on there, but there we go. This is the Notas de Agave, so this is their non-alcoholic tequila. This is a UK company. I don't really know what they're doing over there, but let's give it a shot.
All right, let's give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
I think you know.
Surprising. I mean, it took me forever to get the little plastic thing off of it. So for non-alcoholic, they really child-proof this thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna just rip shot.
Let's rip shots. Oh God, that's high.
What?
That's heavy.
It's non-alcoholic. It's not like we're gonna get drunk off of it.
I know, but it just seems
okay.
Bad.
We'll do half of it if you want to, I guess.
Cheers.
Are we same rating, or do you want to rate this how close it tastes to tequila?
I think same thing. Like, would you drink this?
Okay.
Yeah. Cheers. Everybody knows the rules. 6.5 hard, gonna get you. I mean, if you're at a party drinking and having drinks, and you have some people that don't want to drink, and you want to have a shot with them, would you do this? So that's how I'm rating it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Cheers, brother. Cheers. I used to get after some shots watching football. The same thing applies, though, Sam. I mean, this is the punishment, so choose wisely.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I'm scared. All right, Sammy.
You rating me first?
Yeah, you gave this a 5.1.
Not even close. 3.2.
God.
It tasted like water.
Tastes like water.
You know, like it tasted good. Now, if you want me to rate it, do I like it? Yes, I give it a 5. But would I pull this out at a party and say, "Hey, do a shot with me"? It doesn't taste anything like it. Now, I'll guess yours.
Did you see mine?
No, but I'll guess yours too. You want to change it?
No.
Okay, I'm saying 3.9.
5.4.
Damn it.
We're on.
God damn it.
God damn it. Why did I let you take the first piece, too? After all that talk. And you got a smaller one. Bottoms up. Give me our favorite.
Oh.
God, it gets worse.
Oh, yeah, we need to chase that up. Oh, God.
Okay.
I can't pour fast enough.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I spilled it everywhere.
Well, at least it won't be sticky from the alcohol.
Oh, my God.
Like, it's a fruity flavored water packaged in a tequila bottle.
How much was this?
It was like $25.
Oh, yeah. This is water.
Yeah, it's got maybe the juniper and stuff, or they say, what are the flavors they have in there?
I mean, there's something there,
Yeah,
but
prickly pear, lime, and agave flavors, but it's just fancy water.
Fancy water.
I want to actually go to the gym and have this bottle with me and see if they, give me shit for at the gym thinking it's alcohol. But
this is what we might have to drink for a while. I think Mexico's going to start sending us some really bad agave.
You're right about that.
I think they're mad at us.
Yeah.
I want them to get their act together. I want them to really crack down on the cartels. Mm-hmm. I think Trump came out strong on that, which I'm very happy about.
Yeah, that's cool.
Of making them, what are their enemies of the state or whatever. I mean, it's not good for you. For drug addicts, it's bad.
That just means I have to go there.
It's gonna really jack up the price of your stuff. Sammy, in the last episode, you got hammered because you said that you, by the way, not a game day drink.
Not a game
day drink.
No, not at all.
It tastes okay.
Yeah.
But is there calories in it?
No, it's very healthy. There's no calories, no sugar, nothing. It's just 1 gram, less than 1 gram of carbs.
Yeah.
It's mostly water. The first ingredient is water.
It's water.
Yeah. So it tastes good. I mean, I would drink this if I was out and someone handed it to me for a refreshing flavor, but I'd probably put real tequila in it.
If you're slamming ecstasy, you chase it with that, you're having a good day.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm not getting those carbs in.
Absolutely.
I've had this ecstasy that someone handed me, but I'm not.
Or maybe found in the toilet.
I'm not going to be a real found in the toilet. So, have you taken drugs you found in the toilet before?
I have not, but my buddy that I go to the clubs with, he always looks at the ground because he calls them ground scores because people drop drugs all the time, and he'll just pick them up and take them.
Back to the show.
The silence is deafening.
Back to the show. Sammy, we had a big debate. You asked me, because your friend said, who would you rather have?
Brett Weinstein, by the way.
Brett Weinstein.
Shout out to you, yeah.
Who would you rather have a beer with, Bill Murray or Taylor Swift? And I said, it's obviously Bill Murray. And you said Taylor Swift.
I would pick Taylor Swift.
You got a lot of heat over this.
Absolutely.
Okay, and you're not a big Bill Murray fan.
No, he's honestly, because you said come up with, your faves, and I said he's only got 5 good movies.
That's it. Untrue. Yeah. All right. What are your top 5 Bill Murray movies?
Now, okay, what do I do with my list here? Oh, so is it all Bill Murray movies, or only if he's the star?
All movies. Okay. All movies that he's been in. Okay. His performances.
As long as he's been in it doesn't matter. Okay. Number 5, Groundhog's Day.
Oh. It's Groundhog Day, but okay. You say groundhogs.
It's the same thing.
You pluralize it.
You know there was more than one punch. They can't, Peter said you got to have more than one Punxsutawney Phil.
Number 4, Ghostbusters is.
Caddyshack is my number 4.
Caddyshack's
my number 4.
Yeah.
Number 3, Ghostbusters.
Okay.
Number 2, Kingpin, and number 1, Stripes.
Number 2, Kingpin.
Yeah. That is such a good movie, but it's not good because of Bill Murray. He is a great bad
villain.
Guy.
He's a great villain.
But that movie overall is so good.
It's so underrated.
It is.
Not a lot of people know Kingpin.
Yeah.
So Kingpin, I guess I saw like a behind the scenes with the Farrelly brothers, and they really wanted Bill Murray.
Okay.
But they couldn't get a hold of him. He's really hard. He's a bit elusive to track down. And they said they had Randy Quaid in there, and Randy he had done he knows Bill Murray. I think he did Loose Change or some shit movie with him.
That makes sense.
With Gina Davis. And he's like, I know Bill, I can give him a call. And he called him, and he's like, yeah, I'll do the movie. He comes in and does it, and he just destroys it.
Dude, I gotta give him credit. Like, he can hit those characters.
And isn't it funny, like, how just talking to people, could garner something like that?
Well, I have heard he is, like you said, very elusive and non-committal to movies. So some people are like, we got to film tomorrow. I don't even know for sure if he's coming. I've heard stories about that, about Bill Murray.
Yeah, that's a great movie. All right, here's my top 5.
Okay.
Ghostbusters, 5.
Okay.
All right, 2. I'm sorry,
4.
5. 4. Scrooged. I love Scrooge.
It was an alternate. I do like Scrooge.
Scrooge is so good.
Yeah.
3, Stripes. 2, Sammy, Kingpin.
Yeah, there we go. Nice.
I thought that would be a real...
no, I love it.
Yeah, I thought that'd throw people for a loop. And 1, Caddyshack. Carl Spackler, one of the funniest characters you'll ever see.
Good, yeah.
Scrooge
was an alternate for me, yep.
What was missing, Zombieland people liked a lot. I thought he was pretty funny in that. He was very brief.
He was very funny, but his character was so small.
It was so short. But he played Bill Murray as a zombie, which I thought was funny. Groundhog Day. Very good movie, very out there, very bizarre. It ruined the relationship with him and Harold Ramis.
They never worked together after that.
They never worked together after that, and Bill didn't talk to him until he got really sick.
Yeah,
like kind of on his deathbed.
That's so unfortunate. They spent half their lives after making so many good movies together, not talking because of a difference in artistic or artist. Whatever. Say the word.
Artistic differences.
Thank you.
You can't do that. Like, and here's the thing. If you're going to write somebody off for the rest of their life, don't make up for them on their deathbed.
No.
Don't even take up their time.
And make it for a real reason. Like, he slapped your mom.
Yeah. Not like I got mad, Yeah. I mean, you and I are going to have...
He's put me in one of the number 1 movies, comedy movies of the 90s. I hate him so much.
Yeah, he had a different vision than I. He voted for someone different than I voted for. That's what people are anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
The falling out you and I are going to have on this PTP is going to be legendary. So we'll come back. Well, I'll be at your funeral. I'll be going, Mrs. Schaefer, I'm sorry. I told him not to do drugs.
And she'll be like, I understand you.
I understand. Thanks. You're my new son. Where was I? Groundhog Day, Rushmore. You like Rushmore?
It was okay. I wasn't a huge
Rushmore.
fan of it. It was
He
good.
didn't do that great. I thought the kid was best in Rushmore.
The Kid was great. That was when he started getting into those alt comedy movies.
Yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan. He made one, Life Aquatic or something.
Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
Steve Zissou.
Yeah. Wes Anderson movies. Yeah,
Okay.
he was in a lot of Wes Anderson
That's
movies.
it.
Lost in Translation. You ever see Lost in Translation? It was not a comedic role.
I did. I don't think I saw it.
Directed by Sofia Coppola with Scarlett Johansson before Scarlett Johansson went too off the rails. It's charming. It's interesting. I like that movie. And then what about Bob?
What about Bob is good. I couldn't put it in my top 5.
What about Bob's good?
Him and Richard Dreyfuss are so funny.
And boy, those two hated each other after
Yeah.
that. Apparently Richard Dreyfuss really hated Bill Murray after that.
Oh, from the movie?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He said he was like a bully and he was very difficult to work with and he annoyed the shit out of him. But it got something out of the character.
It did. But
Richard Dreyfuss is great in that movie.
I have heard that he's hard to work with.
Bill?
Bill, yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Murray is supposed to be hard to work with.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you're interested, he did have a movie come out on Netflix recently called The Dead Don't Die.
Okay.
It's another zombie movie. It is definitely pretty good. It's got a lot of big names in it, but he's in it as well.
All right.
Adam Driver's in it, a bunch of people. So worth checking out.
Okay.
Not a top 5 movie, though.
Not a time. Okay. Okay. I might check it out. And to wrap up this conversation, because you had a Taylor Swift thing.
Mm-hmm.
The phone's listening to me. So this came up. It said, who do you got? Carrie Underwood? Here they are. Or Taylor Swift? You got to go out on a romantic evening with one of these two. You got to pick one.
If it's romantic, I'm going with Carrie Underwood.
Okay.
I do think she's more attractive than Taylor Swift.
Okay.
But if it's strictly just have a beer and I could pick your brain, I'm still going Taylor Swift.
Okay.
I mean, she's the biggest artist in the world.
You know what? I think you're right because Taylor seems to be more of a pure artist. She writes a lot of her stuff. I know she has a lot of help and she has hit makers around her, but I think she's been doing it for a long time. Didn't Carrie Underwood win like American Idol?
I don't know her story.
Okay. I think she won American Idol and she became a star because of that. She's a good singer. I like her. What I see there is 2 headaches.
Absolutely.
2 headaches. I see a 7 and a 7.5 that jacked themselves up with a lot of stuff. And this is coming from a 7.5, ladies. So, but I see 2 massive headaches, and Jimmy don't like the headaches.
I'd probably hate him after the beer.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd be like, God, I wasted my night.
No offense, ladies. I don't think you're going to be real offended by this, but I see 2 headaches right there. No interest. Lose my number, Carrie and Taylor. They're going to be devastated.
They are. They were waiting for that call.
Mail.
They were waiting for that call.
So I see a 7 and a 7.5 and nothing but headaches. This guy doesn't care anymore. About to be 46. Phoned it in. Doesn't care. They're going to be like 46. He looks like he's 66.
Yeah, well, the drugs didn't age well.
I've done 0 drugs in my life. How dare you? All right.
You meant you. I thought you were talking about me.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm 46.
No.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
42.
Like look, so it's you can blame the kids.
I'm saying I think the drugs are already kicking in on you. All right. This has been a very long, very fascinating segment of these game day drinks. And Sammy, what's on the show?
Tantrums for Trump, drugs for depression, and OH, oh no.
Ugh. All right, Sam. The politics episode did not blow up in our face.
No, I'm surprising.
Everybody was kind of, okay with it.
Yeah. I do think people are starting to kind of relax a little. Not always, but a little. So people are like, okay, that's funny. I can laugh at that.
Well, did you remember the 2016 election?
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. You could hear the squeals from miles away.
Yeah.
The sky is falling bullshit. Everybody's sick of. And I'm very moderate. I try to tell people, like, don't go too crazy. This candidate's not the devil. This candidate's not an angel. Like, the world's not going to fall apart. But both sides will tell you, if Kamala gets elected, the world's going to crumble.
Yeah.
If Trump, everybody's going to be a fascist and all this stuff. And
it's kind of amazing. The devil's on both sides, right?
The devil's on both sides. Well, I believe in that.
Well, that's kind of true.
So you gotta, just try to be a better version of yourself.
Yeah.
But getting on the internet and complaining all day and pointing your finger at a friend, what have you done? How many people have unfriended each other on social media lately?
I got a cousin the family hasn't heard from since the first Trump.
Really?
Yeah, because he. My family, they're mostly center, but they're kind of Trump favored in Ohio, and he went off on a couple family members and then never came back to any of the reunions.
That's a shame.
And his immediate family still comes around. It's just him.
That's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of that is media influence, where they're saying, how could you do this? Because if you vote for this candidate, you don't believe in this. If you vote for a liberal, you are you're in favor of abortion, and that's bad. If you're not, you're against women's right to choose. All this stuff. Just try to be a better version of yourself. Enjoy life. It goes quick sometimes.
Yes.
It goes quick. If you're not in a children's hospital or a cancer ward yourself, lighten up.
Yeah.
Lighten up.
100%.
Some people have it harder than you. Get over yourself. So we'll talk about that more. You know who didn't get over herself?
Who?
Bishop Marion Edgar Budd. This one. She looks like she's in a movie, and it's like the bad bishop. She became like a bishop, and she has a lot of secrets.
She's the backstabber.
She abused a lot of kids in the con, like a lot of orphans at the hands of Bishop Budd there.
A little bit.
Here she is with Trump. So she did the prayer and all this stuff, and she called Trump out. Did you hear any of this?
I briefly, but I didn't read it. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to hear it, and here I am hearing it anyway.
There she is talking to him. She's delightful. There she is, just a pillar of just.
She definitely looks delightful.
So, anyways, she's so anti-Trump, and they had her up there. Okay, we need to talk about that in a second. But she's the first female bishop of the Episcopal Diocese of Washington. She's married. She has 2 sons. I couldn't find her husband anywhere. She says they cycle together. He's a cyclist. I think he doesn't exist, or he's a beard. We cycle together. There's not. Is that a term in the weirdo community?
That I don't know.
Is a cyclist something different?
I don't know. I've never heard that one.
So she starts to lecture Trump. She says, "Let me make one final plea, Mr. President. Millions have put their trust in you. In the name of God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people of our country who are scared now. They are gay, lesbian, and transgender children, and Democratic, Republican, and independent families, some who fear for their lives." She also added that she believes asylum seekers make valuable contributions to America. She really had a heavy-handed, kind of a woke scold towards the president, and he was not thrilled. The vice president wasn't thrilled. No one was happy.
Yeah.
She used this opportunity to kind of do this, and she had an agenda. If you go back and look, she is very anti-Trump.
Yeah.
She was very vocal during the George Floyd situation and very anti-cop and did a lot of stuff. And she's like, I had enough with Trump. Who is on Trump's team?
I feel like if that was like an olive branch, like pick somebody else.
Whoever booked her should be fired.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. That's weird.
There's a lot of people that should be fired in the Trump administration already, and they will be. Trust me.
Sounds like
you're fired. There's going to be a lot of firings, everyone. She was on The View, of course.
Of course.
And Joy Behar just squirted all over her. She was gushed. Gushed. She gushed all right.
I'm sure they couldn't get her on fast enough.
She goes, "Oh, you were the bravest person," and Joy Behar. Yeah. So whoever had her do this prayer, Trump must have reamed. I would love to see it. I'd love it. Whoever produced Carrie Underwood's performance should be fired. She had to do it a cappella.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
What's the matter with you people? And whoever booked Billy Ray Cyrus, do you know that that's Billy Ray Cyrus?
What the hell happened to him?
I don't know. When you have a daughter like Miley, look, that's going to be me. If one of my daughters turns out like Miley Cyrus, that's going to be like a nice picture.
He looks like Rob Zombie.
He does look like Rob Zombie.
I don't know where he went on this path of his.
Here he is. So he had technical issues too, and then he started singing "Achy Breaky Heart" a cappella, but sort of like in like just a poem. He just started like saying it
like a haiku or something.
He was like, "Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart." They said he was out of his mind on drugs. Wow, and he was like, "No, funny. It was good. I just heard the music. I was happy." Get better acts.
Yeah.
Like, pay the money. They'll all do it for money.
They will, especially him. He's not really relevant anymore.
There's got to be some people that you can just throw that money out at. You had Jeff Bezos. You had Elon Musk. You had all these big hitters. Zuckerberg. All these big hitters. Apple guy, Cook. Like, pay somebody better.
Get a good act in there.
Get a little Enrique Iglesias out there. Do some of that. Here's a tantrum. REM frontman Michael Stipe has encouraged people to boycott Facebook, Instagram, and all platforms owned by Meta over their role in, quote unquote, helping advance the far right in America. Okay, here's his post. Lights out Meta, January 19th through 26th. He says, I've logged off for the next week, starting tomorrow. Please consider doing the same so operations like Meta can imagine there are consequences for helping advance the far right in America and worldwide. Or are we too addicted? Are we too addicted we can't log off even for 1 week? What is he scolding everyone for?
God, wow.
1 week? You're not doing a fucking thing, Michael Stipe.
Yeah, nobody. I'm surprised you even saw that. Like, he's not big enough to be even trying to get a boycott going.
He started this shit in 2016 where he was trying to make, they did like this whole thing where they said like, well, the people in the states, the electorates don't have to certify Trump's win and all this stuff, and they can deny it and all. Never would happen.
No.
Never in a million years.
No.
All these celebrities, they did videos. Bob Odenkirk was on one. He's like, just reject the people's will. You'll have my respect.
I like Bob Odenkirk.
I do too, but fuck off on that one. Yeah.
Well, you can't just reject it.
You can't change the rules. And these are the same people when Trump was like, it was fixed. They're like, he denies election results. Like, that was bullshit too. Some things can be bullshit for both sides.
Absolutely.
Let's all agree.
Absolutely. Both sides are guilty.
Yeah. Biden pardoned a lot of people. Trump pardoned a lot of people.
They both went to town on pardons.
Everybody on January 6th got a trophy. They got a pardon trophy. They're immune from prosecution.
Wow.
They're above the law now.
I think it was like 1,500 people or something. Everybody just said, I don't care, do them all.
I'm glad a lot of those people went to jail. I don't think they should go to jail for a long time.
No, I agree. They broke the law, so you should be in trouble.
But yeah,
I'm kind of in the middle on that one too. Like they learned their lesson, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, there were some tragedies there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you should storm the Capitol. No. I think they should have shot all of them on sight. Yeah. They would have gotten through 4 people, and everybody else would have scattered.
I'd have been like, you know what? This is not for me. I'm sorry.
Not for me. So, Michael Stipe, shut up. I like your music, actually, but shut the fuck up. Robert Smith of The Cure also left X this week, but I like him more. Yeah. So he gets a pass.
I just can't stand his hair.
He's great. I love Robert Smith.
Great. But he's great, yeah.
Nobody writes a better song about heartache than Robert Smith. Oh, God. Well, maybe some other do, but I like Robert Smith a lot. I like Stipe. I like R.E.M. Yeah. But fucking his bullshit, we've all had enough.
Just go write some new music.
Yeah.
You guys are great at that.
Go write some new music. All right. Did you watch any of the college football playoff?
No.
Well, then this is going to be a fascinating segment.
College football picks.
All right, Sammy. Obviously, you didn't watch this, but what was the game? What was the pick? What was the line?
It was number 8 Ohio State at number 7 Notre Dame, and we took the over at 46.
All right, what was the final, Sammy?
Ohio State 34, Notre Dame 23.
Nailed it.
Big hit.
Nailed it. I also added a play. Okay. What was that, Sam?
Carmel Tate over 40 yards receiving.
And what did he have?
3 targets, 2 receptions, and 35 yards.
God.
He should have kept it at the over.
I did my research on this game, right? Because I said, you just take the data and you say, hopefully this applies.
Yeah.
But a lot of the national championship games, they were high scoring. I think they threw everything out there. They're like, these are our plays that we're saving for the best moments. And everybody was playing with a lot of emotion. So they put up some points. This play pissed me off because Tate was wide open for a touchdown. Oh. Wide open.
Oh, no.
And the quarterback missed him.
Oh, no.
Yep. It was tough. So the third target that he missed would have been for like 40 yards and a touchdown. He would have had 70 yards. Huge. Would have been huge. 1-1.
I didn't watch, but I was kind of watching the scores to see if that 8.5 hit, and I saw Ohio State hit 7 points like right off the bat.
Yeah. Notre Dame did.
I'm sorry.
God, you're good at this.
I thought it was Notre Dame. I'm sorry. Notre Dame did. And then it looked like they didn't score for like 2 quarters after that.
No, they had like an 8-minute, 75-yard drive, and they were running their quarterback a lot. And by the time he got in, he was cashed.
Oh, is that
what it was? He was wiped. He was not feeling good. And then it was hard to do anything after that.
They had nothing. I kept like, they're up 7 already, and then just sat there. Quiet.
Yeah, and a couple of their playmakers, they really didn't do anything. They didn't utilize them right. They didn't call a great game, and they still had a chance to win. Mm-hmm. But you said early on, you're like, oh, Notre Dame plus 8.5 looks pretty good. So the game was 31-23 with like 28 seconds to go.
Yeah,
and they just kicked like the field goal to go over. So it screwed everybody that had the 8.5. I mean, they had to.
Yeah.
But it just kills you.
It's more Notre Dame not putting up a field goal earlier.
And they kicked a field goal that because we were at 46 for a minute.
Okay.
And they kicked a field goal and the guy clanged it off the upright.
Oh, no.
Michael Jeter. It was awful.
Oh, no.
It was awful. So, yeah, I mean, there was a lot of opportunity for this game to cover, but we were right on this play.
Yeah.
1-1 for the game. For the season, we didn't have a winning record, unfortunately. 25, 33-1 for the season, but it was a hell of a good season.
It was a good season.
59 games we picked. We tried. We got there. A lot of fun. We'll be back next season with a lot of winners and losers. We'll get there. Time for more NFL. There's more NFL, Sammy.
Yes.
There's 3 games left. Oh, I love football.
NFL picks.
All right, Sammy. Games I know you will watch. Possibly.
I plan on watching these games.
It's 2 games on Sunday.
2 games, that's it.
You'll be on the couch. You going to watch with your dad, or what are you going to do?
I think he might try to come out to the city. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you know he's not going to watch this episode.
No.
Unless he's told to by your wonderful mother.
And Mom, you better not say anything this time.
Hey, shh. It's the Schaefer. Shh. Sammy, what's the first game?
Commanders at Eagles. It is the 2 p.m. game. Commanders are +6 with a total at 47.5.
These games are going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you what I'd like to see and what I think we will see. So these two are in the same division. On November 14th, the Eagles won 26-18 in Philly. December 22nd, the Commanders won in Washington 36-33. Jane Daniels threw for 5 touchdowns in that game, but Jalen Hurts got knocked out early with a concussion. Kenny Pickett took over. So it was a change of a game. This is a really tough one. Jalen Hurts is on the injury report. He was limited in practice today with a knee injury. He kind of limped through that game. He's a strong guy. He's tough, but he's limited. That 6 looks kind of nice.
Yeah.
I don't like the over because I think that the Eagles will run Saquon as much as possible. They'll run that clock pretty good.
Okay.
This is a really tough one for me. But I have 2 picks. What's the first one?
Commanders team total over 20.5.
Yeah, it's low. You could buy it to 19.5. It's a lot of juice, though. It's like -148. That didn't seem fair. 20.5. They average 29.1 points per game. Cliff Kingsbury is really running that offense well. He's the offensive coordinator. And Jane Daniels, he just has the potential to take over games like he has done. He's gotten them to the championship game. He's a rookie. He was the Heisman Trophy winner. He's special. He looks like he's going to be special. It's fun to watch him play.
It is.
All right. Speaking of which, I took a Jane Daniels prop. What is that prop, Sammy?
Passing TDs over 1.5.
Yep. I think he's going to have 2 TDs plus. Here he is. Here's the graphic here. We're going to put this on X. Follow us on X at Points Ticket Podcast or Points Ticket Pod. I like these 2 bets a lot.
Yeah.
There are other props. Saquon Barkley his prop is over 128.5 rushing yards. He averages 129.4. That's a lot. Because if he has a bad quarter and if he doesn't break a big one, see, I don't like that one as much. In the first meeting, he had 146 yards and 2 touchdowns. In the second meeting, he had 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. Okay. So he tears them up. And with Hurts injured, they're probably going to run him. But are they going to stack the box? Are they going to say Hurts can't throw at all? Okay. Which I'm kind of thinking they will. The receiver props are kind of low, so we're going to post a few more of these. I got to look into it more, and I got to see what the injury report looks like. So I want to see your pick on this. You picked one game.
I got one game
and
coming up.
And it's this one. All right, what's the second game?
Bills at Chiefs. It's the 5:30 game. And by the way, I'm glad we did this because I thought one of the games was on Saturday, so this worked out well for me. Anyways, Bills are +1.5 with a total at 47.5.
Let's take a timeout. What are you going to ever watch this?
The Points Ticket Podcast?
The hoodie.
I'm like, I'm going to wash it?
Yeah.
I don't wash my hoodies as often as I should.
What do you wash as often as you should?
I tend to use this as more of like an outer layer than a shirt. It's always got an undershirt. I tend to wear it because it's a little chilly.
I'm so happy. I just got these like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I had them mailed to Jackie's house because we were on vacation, and she helped me with these. Thank you, Jackie, for helping me with these.
Thank you.
And I didn't think we were going to get them, and they were late. We got the hats a couple of weeks ago, or maybe a week ago. And then I rushed over there before we started filming. And I took them out. I'm like, I should wash this. It's freezing. It's absolutely freezing here. Absolutely. I took them out of the box, and I was like, I don't want to put it on.
Are you grossed out of yourself right now for wearing it before you washed it?
Yeah, but I have like the under thing. I wouldn't normally wear this unless I had this under thermal thing that I'm wearing. I don't wear anything new. It has to be washed. I don't know who tried this on.
I guess you're right.
All right. Bills and Chiefs Sunday at 5:30.
Sunday at 5:30.
All right. What do we take?
I would take the Bills team total over 22.5.
Okay. Here it is. All right. We're going to talk about this. Here's our other graphic. Thank you, Katie, for doing these. These are fantastic.
Thank you so much. Yep.
We will put this on X with other picks. Okay. This is a tough game.
Mm-hmm.
I really think the Bills are going to win. They have beaten the Chiefs a few times. Josh Allen tends to play very well against the Chiefs. But the NFL, I think, really wants the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
The NFL absolutely does.
The
NFL gods want the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
I mean, how many times in a row are we going to say, it feels like the fix is in? And I know that people are going to like, that's ridiculous. There's 31 other teams. They're not going to say rig it for one team. It just feels like there's a little bit of a push.
They want that Taylor Swift Super Bowl, and they want that three-peat.
They want that Taylor Swift Super Bowl.
That's funny. You know who does? You know who doesn't want that three-peat?
Who?
Everybody.
Everybody else.
Nobody. There's so much hate on Twitter. Like, nobody wants this game. I want to see it.
Yeah.
I want to see him win 3 in a row.
Well, the good thing will be if Patrick Mahomes' mom is there and they do get to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Or even this game. Like, she's a big Trump supporter.
Oh,
So I hope she's in the box with Taylor Swift, who is not a Trump supporter, and it's like a hair-pulling fight.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be on both ends of the,
Be great.
box. Yeah.
Be great. This is a really tough game to pick. I think Buffalo's going to put up some points. They average 30.7 points per game. I think that getting over 23 is very reasonable. I would take the Bills normally, but I just feel like the Chiefs are going to win on a last-second bullshit thing. And everybody's going to go, I told you!
Rigged!
Mahomes, that should have been roughing the passer. Like, if there's a prop, if there's a prop that says, will there be a roughing the passer call? I'm going to take it if the odds are legit, because he always gets it, and he complains, and he whines. He's almost a good villain, because he's such like a little bitch about it. That you're like, he's almost like an AJ Przinsky a little bit. Like, he knows the rules. Yeah. And he pisses everybody off with them.
What do you think? Because I feel like the Heat's similar to like Tom Brady. Everyone hated him for the first couple Super Bowls. Yeah. He came around. I feel like it's kind of similar. Like, eventually everyone's going to love Mahomes.
I'm not sure I love Tom Brady.
Oh, I love him.
He seems like a prick.
Oh, I loved watching him play. I hate him.
I love watching him play.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. People love watching him play. No, I don't like him. Like, in the booth, I could do without him.
I respect the hell out of his game and his drive and everything. But he seems like he'd be very difficult to hang out with. No fun. No fun. He's almost like they programmed somebody to be like a cool quarterback, and they got it wrong. He doesn't have any swag. He thinks he does.
He has none.
He pulls some good looking women. Yeah, but I think it's because of the fame and everything. He doesn't. He seems like a drip. Yeah. I wouldn't want to hang out with him. Carrie Underwood, Taylor Swift, Tom Brady. No, you're not invited to my parties. Sorry, you're a drip. Okay, I got a couple of props I'm looking at. Keon Coleman, over 20.5 receiving yards. He averages 37.7. He's a rookie out of Florida State. I like this a lot. I got to look into this more. Curtis Samuel, over 14.5 yards. He averages 20.6. I like that a lot, too. They both play for the Bills. Okay, I just don't know who they're going to get the ball to. Yeah. Josh Allen is really unpredictable. He only had 127 passing yards versus the Ravens. He was running a lot. He's going to get the ball. He usually gets it to Shakir. Shakir was 55.5 receiving yards. I like that, but I don't know. These are so low. Like Coleman, I mean, a 21-yard reception for him, it wouldn't be out of the question. Curtis Samuel usually gets deep. I just don't know if they're going to use them that much. I know what I'm not taking. It's Amari Cooper over 16.5 yards. He has screwed me too many times. I love him. He's a Bama boy, but I think he's hurt, and I think they're keeping him out because he's hurt. Okay. He's had some I think wristed issues. Because his total's 16.5, and he averages 34.7. So it's really skewed. They're begging you to take it, but I've done it before, and I'm not going to get burned again. And DeAndre Hopkins, who I took in the last game, his is 23.5, and he averages almost 36 yards per game. And he had one target for 0 yards, 0 catches, 0. Not happening. But Kelsey, his total's over 69.5 yards. He blew it up last week. He had over 100 yards.
He looked great.
He's going to be on the stage. He just looks kind of a little bit older and a little bit heavier and sluggish, but he still turns it up when he has to. Yeah. He's great in the playoffs. So I think I'm going to take Keon Coleman over 20.5 yards, and I think I'm going to take Kelsey over 69.5 yards. It's hard to take Mahomes, too. Like, he used to put up 300-yard games all the time. He passed for 177 last game. So it's not the same offense. They're a lot older. They're a bit slower, and they don't have the talent. Like Xavier Worthy, he seems like he's going to be pretty good. He's a Texas rookie, very, very fast. He had an interesting total there too. I think it was 45.5. But we'll see. I love these games, and it's the precursor for the Super Bowl, which all the props come out, and you can bet all the fun stuff.
I can't wait for Super Bowl.
And
props.
make a bundle or have the worst Monday of your fucking life. Been on both sides of that. Had a real good Monday last year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did.
Last year, I remember it's thousands of dollars coming in. This year, and it's a match. Sammy's pick. What do we got?
All right, going back to Commanders at Eagles, and I am taking the Commanders +6.
I like this pick, which hopefully is not the curse for you. But with Hurts being out, you got any reasoning behind this, or you just like the points?
I love their quarterback, Daniels. I just love watching him play. I think he has the ability to keep up with the Eagles. I don't think he goes into the Super Bowl, but I think their offense has the ability to keep up.
Yeah, he's young. He's taking some hits, but he does not seem injured. He does not seem slowing down. He seems like he's playing very inspired. So I like his prop, and I like that total. So we'll see. There's 3 picks for you. We got many more coming, and Sammy's pick also. So we got many more coming. It's gonna be exciting, Sammy. I can't believe I can't drink on Sunday. Stupid dry January. I might have a problem. All right, let's talk some news. Sammy, what else is in the news?
The FDA has approved a ketamine-derived nasal drip to treat depression.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in this story.
I know.
Uh-huh.
You're like, you had me at ketamine. Okay, so yeah, Johnson & Johnson has this coming out. It says that it will help millions of patients suffering from depression. It's called Spravato. Okay. It's a standalone treatment. It says it's the first and only monotherapy for adults living with major depressive disorder who have had inadequate response to at least 2 oral antidepressants. You know me, I'm skeptical about a lot of this stuff, but depression's very real.
It's a son of a bitch, that's for sure.
I haven't had major issues with it, but I've definitely had the blues more times than I'd like to have in this life. So I fear this. I fear waking up one day and go, I'm paralyzed with depression, because I know it happens to people.
Well, I think part of the problem is you don't even wake up and recognize it. You just are so deep into it.
Yeah.
And it just gets worse.
Yeah. It's a fear. It's like it's not top 5, but it's top like 15.
It's up there.
It's Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS.
Okay.
That's 1.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then, but being depressed is like, 12, 13. Like, because you can't really control it. It's hard to snap out of. Just having a couple of bad days.
Yeah.
Start
stacking up.
Having like a bad hangover, you get the blues and you're like, I'm a sack of shit. I don't do enough. Like, my kids wanted to play today and I kind of blew them off. Oh, you son of a bitch. Thanks, Dry January. I've been more attentive. Yeah, it says an estimated 21 million adults in the U.S. are living with major depressive disorder. So that's pretty rough.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So you know a lot about ketamine, though.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I like this, and because growing up, I'm like, oh, drugs are bad. I still did them, but I always like drugs are bad. And then I realized that's just those pharmaceutical companies telling you which drugs they think are better so they can make more money. Yeah. Ketamine actually has good properties to it, like it effects to it when done properly. Not like when you're just at the club ripping sniffs.
So not at the club chasing it with non-alcoholic tequila.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
Yeah. Is it a pill?
I don't know a lot about it, but I've seen it in powder form.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you snort it, or do people snort it?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
But I'm sure there's other ways to do it.
Gotcha. And March of last year, Elon Musk said that he used ketamine to boost his mental health. Mm-hmm. He says, there are times when I sort of have a negative chemical state in my brain, like depression, I guess. Adding he uses a small amount once every other week.
I mean, once every other week, it's not like he's ripping it every morning.
Yeah. He says ketamine is useful for getting one out of the negative frame of mind. Mm-hmm. And referred to his depression as chemical tides, and saying it wasn't negative news. So, the off-label use of the drug has skyrocketed in recent years, despite limited data supporting the safety and efficacy of that practice. And that's from the Yale School of Medicine. If Elon Musk is saying take it and he's a multi-billionaire genius, I think that's like not great for the world.
I mean, it's a good endorsement
I like that he's honest.
He's honest about it. It's like one thing, he's changing the world, so it's good. But the other side is he's taking us to Mars. So maybe the ketamine's going too far.
Maybe fix things here.
Yeah.
We have a lot of problems that we could really tidy up around here. I don't know.
I can see him ripping ketamine. You know what? Homelessness is a problem, but you know what's even worse? Not being on Mars tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm very anti-drugs. I can be very judgy about it. Mm-hmm. I let people live and let live, but I've seen too many people who have fucked around and paid the ultimate price for it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So I get scared. I also don't like people that are very blasé about it when they pop things and go pick up children. Oh, and I've seen that. I've heard about that. And they're like, oh, I was so out of my mind on edibles last night, and I'm just in the pickup line. I'm just like, get the fuck out of here.
I know we're a little too casual with edibles because it's legal now.
People.
I wouldn't be like, oh man, I had a couple beers and came to school, pick up my kids. Like that would be just as bad.
When I hear people say like, I had a crazy night of hallucinations and edibles and all whatever's happening to them. Like if somebody comes in the next day and they said I had too much wine last night and I'm banged up, I'm like, that sucks, and you're probably still a little banged up. Like it's not a good idea. But I don't know anything about drugs, and when they say I'm casual about drugs, all my kids were in the house, and I was and now I'm going to pick up on them. I really get judgy.
That's fair,
and I'm allowed to.
Yes.
So if I come in and I stink of non-alcoholic tequila. No, but if I smell like a brewery and I'm picking up kids, you just say, hey, Keely's got a problem.
Someone's going to say something to you.
Please do, because I've obviously lost my fucking marbles, and maybe somebody needs to say, hey, you're with children. You don't need to be out of your mind or high or drunk or whatever.
Maybe you need to try this nasal drip that just came out.
Yeah. Another reason I don't have any intention to try drugs and have never tried drugs is because they sound amazing. And I think I'd really like them, and I don't need that in my life.
I can say this, James. They are absolutely amazing.
My one friend is like, you should try cocaine because it makes you want to drink more. I'm like, that's not a problem for me. He's like, you'll want to drink beers all night. I'm like, got that down, pal. I got that one down. Yeah. I want to drink beers and watch football all the time, and I've never had to like, not really feeling this next beer. I wish I could have some cocaine to wake me up.
Yeah, most people don't need cocaine to drink. That was a weird way to sell you.
It was. I was like, thanks, Pally. Not interested.
And he didn't tell you the annoying side is every 20 minutes you're looking for the next bump. That's why honestly, it's not worth it.
Yeah. Okay.
You're in the bathroom every 20 minutes trying to do another line or something like that. It's not worth it.
Okay. See? And this guy knows what he's talking about.
It's expensive.
Don't do drugs. You lost him on that. It's expensive. Maybe you got to... The price of goods is high these days. Sammy, what else is in the news?
Actress Kristen Davis claims she was ghosted by a very successful actor after lending him $5,000.
Okay. So she was on a podcast, and she said that she was dating a guy. She said she was either on Melrose Place or on Sex and the City, but she was making some money. He was a struggling actor. He ended up becoming very successful. Okay. So she lent him this money when he was kind of down and out. She said... she was at his place and he had all these bills that say like where your electricity is going to be turned off, all these notices. They were all over his house, and she was like, what's happening? And she said he wrecked his motorcycle, and that's how he would get to auditions. And she said, can I lend you some money? And she said it was a horrible mistake. Yeah. I tend to agree. I've lent people some money in the past, and it's hard. I've been lent money in the past, and I have been... long time ago, but you get over the stress of not having the money, then somebody lends it to you, and then you're like, I'll pay it back when I can, and then too much time goes by. Yeah. Like with a friend, you got to get it to them as soon as possible. Yeah, it's bad practice. Have you ever had any experience with this?
It's just like paying a little bit here and there. It shows you're trying. No, I've never had to lend anybody a lot of money. It's probably because they don't, think I have money.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah. Think that all you want.
Yeah. I mean, it's bad practice. She's like, do not lend people money. And she said, it was kind of a casual thing. I probably should have known better. So this was just a sex friend. Yeah. She was some handsome actor. But I'm dying to know who it is.
It would be kind of cool to know.
She said she beat on his door. She was trying to get it back. She said he just completely... I wrote him the check and I never heard from him again.
What a dick.
Yeah. But... and I always liked her. Did you ever watch Sex and the City?
A couple episodes.
So here she is. She played Charlotte.
Yeah, she was very attractive. And she was the more conservative one in terms of sex, right?
She was the more conservative one. She was the more buttoned up one, but she was pretty.
Yeah.
And you were like, that's the one. I think every like normal guy was like, Charlotte's my one. Not you.
No.
You were definitely Team Samantha.
Absolutely.
You wanted the whore.
Absolutely.
You wanted the whore. Okay, so from left is Samantha, the really over the top slut.
Yeah, my kind of girl.
Not as obvious there, but that's Cynthia Nixon, who is clearly an obvious lesbian later on.
Yes.
Then we have Charlotte. That Cynthia Nixon was Miranda, obvious lesbian. And then Charlotte, who's the best looking of that crew.
Mm-hmm.
And then Carrie, what's her name again? I can't remember.
Oh, I can't remember.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
There it is, yeah.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Okay.
So the hair in the face does nothing for me. So yeah, rank these. So you're going Samantha,
and then her.
Charlotte, Carrie. I mean, Cynthia Nixon doesn't look bad with that haircut.
She's attractive, no.
But when you see her now, she went on that hunger strike that we were hoping she would die for.
She's still alive. It's true.
Yeah, if you have to go just by looks, I don't know. I think the obvious lesbian might be old Sarah Michelle Parker.
I'm into blondes.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Sarah Jessica Parker's blonde. She might just edge out the redhead.
But anyways, so she got ghosted and she lent this guy money. But I thought she was cute. She was definitely my pick because it was like, yeah, she likes to get down, but she's not like a total trollop about it.
No.
She's not gross about it. She's not telling all of her.
Yeah, you know what I like about it though is like she didn't place a floor like, oh, you're too broke. I can't be around you. Like she was clearly dating somebody that didn't have any money.
Yeah.
And she's got tons of money. So it was kind of cool for her to not be uppity about some guy that didn't have a job.
She did like out him though. She did dox the shit out of him. I mean, they're going to find out.
He deserves it for the way he treated her.
Yeah. I think it was some handsome actor and she was just like, I got a little scratch.
I also feel like $5,000 is nothing to them.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean she doesn't deserve it back, but that's probably like me borrowing $50 and not getting it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm upset, but I just move on.
I got a little bit the wall the curtain was drawn back a little bit because there was people got their phones hacked and everything, and she was one of them.
Oh.
Did you ever see this one?
I didn't hear about that.
She had a very embarrassing picture.
Oh man, that's unfortunate for her.
She was doing some is it knob gobbling? Anyways, yeah, I don't know what you want to call it.
I think that's the appropriate term.
I think that's what we're calling it now. But it was like a picture of her, and she was holding something like real photogenic. She took
a selfie with it.
I think he took the picture.
Oh, I love it though. That's awesome.
Yeah. So like the sweet one in Sex and the City got that hack thing. Be careful what you put on your phones, people. It is. It's shitty. I thought all of that stuff was really bad. I mean, that's their private, personal life. Yeah. But the nerds will find your phone and they will take everything out of it.
They absolutely will.
And now with all of this technology, this AI, they can just do anything they want with you anyway.
Yeah,
the deep fakes. Mm-hmm. Oh my god! I asked somebody what deep fakes were. Have you seen any of the smut videos?
I've heard of them. I've never actually seen one.
I've never watched it. Yeah. It doesn't seem that interesting to me.
But apparently they're like really good quality. Like you can't really tell.
They're like crazy quality.
Yeah, that's scary.
It's bad. Man. It's bad. Because if I was a teenage boy, I'd probably be looking at a lot of that. But all those nerds do is play video games now. I don't know. I don't get the culture. So, anyways, good luck, Kristen.
Yeah.
I hope you cleansed your soul on that one. I wish you would have said who it was.
I so wish that'd be worth the $5,000 right there.
Yeah, because I don't like these people who are like, somebody did me wrong, but I'm not going to call them out. I don't know. Is that classy or is that cowardly?
It's classy, but I don't know. You know, with rich people, they could get sued too.
Yeah.
And she maybe is worried about getting sued or something stupid like that.
She might get her $5,000 back. That's nothing to shake a.
No, I agree.
Nothing to shake a stick at.
I hope she gets the $5,000 back.
Yeah. Good. All right. You win, Charlotte. Charlotte York was her name. I had to look that up.
Yeah.
That seems on the nose.
Yeah.
It was in New York, named Charlotte York.
That sounds weird.
That was that show was written by just gay guys, and they did a bunch of catty stuff. So the when they would sit around and drink their cosmopolitans, it was all snarky, like funny humor. It was all just a pile of gays, right? Those jokes for women.
Gay people love that show. I just thought it was because it was funny, but no, apparently it was written for them. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And you know what? A writer's room full of gays, they love to be called a pile of gays, like I just called them.
Yeah, that sounds like what they want to be called.
I love New America. Say what you want. Free speech. I can't wait. I can't wait till cancel culture gets back. I just want the attention.
Yeah, either way.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the games. We'll see you for Monday. And, enjoy. Sammy, watch some games. Mr. Schaefer, we thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you.
He's not watching.
No, not at all.
See you guys soon. Thanks again for watching. We got new swag, baby. Stay warm. Later.